Good evening. I am Sensei Kevlar. Only 3 more charting sessions left in this week. This will be the third, then Thursday and Friday. And on Friday, I'm really excited to announce a lot of cool things and a lot of exciting changes that I hope everybody is going to be very excited about. There's some big opportunities. And you know, when I say opportunities, that I really am talking about money because I love money. Um, let's start with some strat this evening. What a fantastic opportunity this is. Look, guys, if you were up here in March and you missed your buy-in on this one and you had to buy in here and you didn't get it and you had to schedule this whole downside right here, you could have made this right here. If you didn't do your buy-in here and you hit your buy-in here, you could have made it right again right here. Look at the buy. You could have known that this thing was in free fall, hit this one, skip this one, seen this pause, double up. Here's a triple up or a quadruple up right here. Look at where we're profitable on this market. This market is a fantastic market to schedule. I love markets like this. Look at what we're doing right now. That's a very clear allocation symbol, a very clear allocation pattern. We need to recognize that we have a lot of downside scheduled and definitely a descending trend line on the volume, which means that we probably do have lower that we need to schedule for. Let's find those opportunities right now that we can create for ourselves. There's one right there. There's definitely one right there. Very highly correlated. Look at that. Look at that nice one. This one's a good one too. Find our market bottom. Let's bring that down just a little bit. Where's our zero line? It's right here. This is basically where we need to schedule for. We're not going to go any lower than this, so this would be the last time that we need to worry about it. What about right here? Can we get an opportunity off of that? Yep. So I'd say look to skip this one and hit this one, skip this one and hit this one, and finally hit this one. So that's 1, 2, 3 double ups. That's an easy one to schedule for, guys. If you want to be really aggressive on this market, you could hit all of these. But I got to tell you, the most likely scenario that I see happening in a market like this, and this is just, me throwing darts at the wall, let's get our ghost feed and come in here and project some sideways motion in these markets right here. Maybe it comes down and gets rejected off of this line right here. Comes up here and we see some higher consolidation, and then we get to take off again. Okay, now that's not always going to be the case. It's equally possible that from here we're just going to do this, and you need to be prepared for that possibility too. But I really like markets like these because they do tend to display some pattern of this, very clear sign of what it is that they want to do, and then you get the higher high, the lower low, the lower high, higher low, and then come up here and make our way upward, right? It's always going to be the case that they're going to do some variation of that pattern. All we need to do is look at this possible downside, and I'd really look for the turnaround somewhere in this area right here. If I were seeing this come down further, really like the upside on this though. Oh, that's a lot of upside potential. That's a 250% of upside potential if we were to make this motion again on our next turnaround on this market right here. I would want to be in this market when that happens. I would want to be scheduling this, and I'd want to be playing this game long term. I'd want to be playing this game in December when it's been doing this for a while. It's come down here and it's done one of these, and we're out to December out here, and we're ready for the turnaround. I would want to have been playing this game for a long time, as long as I possibly can. Guys, you're not giving me any charts here. Well, let's do Komodo. KMD, BTC. let's just pretend for 1 minute that we didn't know what was going to happen next. And we came in here and we said, well, there's, a line right here and a line right here, and very clearly a line, right here, correlated. Let's get rid of that. Let's get a line right here, correlated against that. Okay. Then we came up here. Could we schedule our downside against this blue line right here? Our bottom right here? Well, let's say we did. Let's say that we used this opportunity right here, and we did our first buy-in on the 9th. And then it came down on us some more. And here we are on the 10th. Could we have scheduled another opportunity right here for ourselves? Yep. Okay, and then after that, what happened? Well, here we are on the 13th. Could we have scheduled another opportunity for ourselves right here? Sure enough. Let's say that we did that. Where might that have put us on a 3x or a 4x schedule? On a 3x or a 2x schedule, that would have put us here. 3x schedule here, 4x schedule here. What's our upside potential on this? Everybody should be popping the champagne for at least 10% on this. There's 12% right there. If you were automating correctly, you could have gotten 20. That was a 20% opportunity for automation right there. Talk to your automation specialist, because this is what they do. They make the most out of these opportunities. The other ones that popped today is PTOY. I know. Oh, yeah. How did we know this was going to go? Because it's one of these new coins that just happened. It just took off. Okay. Where are we right now? Well, we're up against this resistance right here. Could we never see this price again? It's possible. It's possible. This is a great one position right here. If you have been doing this game as long as I have been doing this game, you're selling your trophies at this point, because you did it. You did it here, and you got in, and you got out, and you got in, you got out right here, got back in, you got out, you got in. What's the opportunity size on these little itty bitty things? These are 20% opportunities on these little itty bitty motions right here. These are easy to schedule for. Let's find the opportunities for us. Sure, right there. Absolutely. What about that? Finally, could we have known that we might come down to here? Yeah. And then form a new higher low and then take off till dawn? Absolutely. We need to see a return to the norm on this schedule right here. Come back up in here. See something like this motion right there. These are perfect places to get down to. If you really wanted to see a beautiful opportunity, you start your quad X here, and then do your second quad X down here on this one, or right above it, so you don't take off before it. The market doesn't take off ahead of you. Man, love these markets so much. There's a reason that these things are a passion for me, and they have been for 6 years. They're just incredible markets. They're so much more interesting than all the other markets that I've studied for 20 years. And I think tomorrow I'll do a talk on the nature, a closing talk, because I did open this with an opening talk on the nature of markets. I think I'll do a closing talk on nature of markets, about the future of markets and how to correctly think about markets, because there's a cool opportunity within here. Well, I've been all over OK Cash. I've been taking advantage of these opportunities, plotting this thing. I've been looking for this 1.618 retracement right here against this this retracement right here, coming down, coming up, taking off from this point again. Happens every time. And at this point, I guess it depends on what the market really wants to do with this coin. At this point, we could see that this could be our new bottom, and we could never see this price again. Of course, this is the other downside that you really need to schedule for. But look at this. There's so many easy lines to schedule against. What is this right here? That's a 25% that you're scheduling against. That's probably another 20. I can call it without even looking. Is going to be a 25. Now it's even more. It's 40. And this is a 60% drop. Well, those are easy numbers to schedule against and figure out where it is that you want to be in the market when you're down here again in October and November, and you're regretting having ever entered this market with a big position up here and saying, oh, this is such a better opportunity to buy and you shouldn't have bought in here, because you really don't have a good solid, line there to tell you that. I would really wait until down here to get really serious about a heavy position. I'd wait to get down here to get to, 0.2 or 0.3 or 0.5% of my portfolio on this one. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot of upside potential on this thing. Who knows where it can go? Certainly not me. Yeah, rep BTC. Sure. How can you not love it? There's really not a lot of downside potential on this one. You just can't go long. You really can't go wrong with markets like this one, where you've already seen what your upside potential is and you know exactly where your downside is. And you can always schedule for, look, I mean, we don't have any historical lines. We probably don't need to do a projection off of this. You could sit here and rainbow this up for, for days. Look at where your zero line is. There's your zero line right there. I mean, at this point, this coin is not worth anything anymore compared to where you bought it at. These are the opportunities that you can create for yourself in these markets. Here's a potential bounce right here that we're not paying attention to. If you look at this right here, could this come up to here and do one of these? Absolutely. Schedule for this downside right here. Make your opportunities for yourself on this leg of the opportunity right here. Do a 4x up from here to here. Make your money right here. And now you've got lots of room to do your trophy making all through this channel right here until whenever this coin takes off in 2018. Assuming it doesn't do that sooner. I would want to be in this market sooner. I would want to be in this market as soon as I could, especially when you see this nice trend line getting respected right here. You see this orange one coming off of here. This one really tells me that we are ready for a beautiful trend reversal. We can see a nice trend reversal off of this nice bounce right here. I'm probably going to go look at my rep position and see what I can do about scheduling this and this more effectively. Make these like 4x and 4x instead of just 2 or 3. Because I'd really love to be heavy on this market when it does take off again. And this is our upside. What's our upside? Whew. Man, 450%. It's like I'm dreaming. Somebody pinch me. Lisk. You gotta give me one more, guys, after Lisk. Yeah. I think Lisk is hurting. Lisk is not in a good way. Look at this negative consolidation pattern coming off of here. This is where sell schedules get activated and they try and buy the market back up, and sell schedules get activated. We're just not interested at, buying at this price anymore and pushing the market up. Lots of downside potential on this. You need to be very careful I would not target 5% on the downside. I'm not sure I would target 15% on the downside. I'd look for a good 25% drop before I really got serious about, 4xing my position for the first time. And then beyond that, it's another 25% and another 35%. I'd be very careful with this market. And that isn't to say that I know anything and this is just going to go on to forever. What I do know is that there's better opportunities that are more obvious to me. I do know that this market is clearly at a high, having trouble getting above its resistance line, unable to break, respecting a trend line, respecting a denial line. I think we're about to run out on this one and see a little downside here. And maybe we'll get a nice, I was projecting a bounce over here and it didn't happen, and that's fine. I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to be wrong about this too. And it could take off, and you can come back and tell me, dude, you were so wrong about Lisk. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, but I'm still playing the game when it goes like this. And that's what I'm going to tell you all day long, is schedule for this line right here. We could definitely see some Fibonacci retracements on this one. But I really think, to be perfectly frank with you, that the triangle pattern is in full effect here. Yeah, it's really not gonna stay like this. This is your bull trap right here, where the bull steps in this thinking that we're going to go on till dawn, and then we don't. And that always looks a little hurting. So be very careful. Watch your downside on this one. Look for the 30%, 25% downside before you get serious about scheduling. Next up is UGUR, AUG, PTC. Did we just do? We just did it. ATEX. Yeah, ADEX. This is one that's been making me money recently. Look at that guy. Look at that beautiful, 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 beautiful setup. Huh, what an easy one. ADEX BTC. ADEX. ADX BTC, sorry. Look at this beautiful setup. Look how symmetrical against the dollar it was. This one's been making me a lot of money recently, and I'm really pleased with it. I'm really happy with these schedules on this downside right here. I like this rejection right here. I think this is a pretty obvious opportunity, especially against this downside right here. Look at this schedule. You'd skip, I don't know, fine, whatever. It comes off of here. You can just double up on that. It comes down to here. Here's your quad X, another quad X. What an easy market to schedule for. What are we looking at? 22%, 37%, 49%. Split the difference, make it 25, and just double up and 3x all the way down. What an easy market to schedule for. Do you know what a 3x all the way down is on your portfolio with your position size? You should by now. You should have this memorized. You should have this written on the back of your hand. You should have this so automatic to yourself. You know exactly what a 3x and a 3x and a 3x would take you to, and exactly what part of your portfolio that is, because you've done this enough times, because you have spent the time to you have put the time in to build that muscle memory, and you have spent the time to figure out exactly what your plan for profitability is going to be and how to execute that over and over and over again, no matter what these stupid markets do. Can I get more gnosis? Please, can I get more gnosis? Look at that. Look at this coming up. Yes, please. I want more gnosis. I would love to get more gnosis. I can't possibly tell you how excited I am. Look at it come down, touch this line. Look at it come down, touch this line. See that wick right there? This is the lowest gnosis has ever been. in its history, in its entire history as a coin. Can it go lower? Of course it can. Don't you dare think otherwise. Can it go lower than that? Yeah, sure can. How much lower can it go? That much lower. That's your 0 point. Where can it come down to in between there? Tough to say. Let's use an extension. Well, we do notice that this does fall right on the golden mean right there, which puts our half mean at that line right there. I'd be careful about a quad X on this. You could see more downside on this, and you could see some more development inside of this channel. For all I know, you could see a whole lot of upside. Where's the upside going on this? This is a moonshot coin, is what this is. Some poor fool paid 2 bitcoins per gnosis. I'm not sure what he was thinking. But that's fine. Frankly, I love this. I can't get enough of this action right here and schedule these 2 downsides. It's even permissible to sit here and go, okay, 1 position, double up, double up. Why? Because we just keep on confirming and confirming and confirming. You can really get into a big position if you schedule for a double up, a double up, a triple up, and a quad up. Where are you going to be? Especially when it goes like this. This can really be a beautiful plan, an easy one to plan for, and work your way into a larger position as it continues to go sideways or as it continues to dip down. Just watch this downside. Last one of the night, guys. LGD, BTC. Oh yeah, man. How can you not love this? Okay, where's our downside? It's right there. Come on. Can we go down from here? Oh yeah, we got a lot of downside potential on this. How much? We have a 90% downside potential on this. You could lose all of your cash on a coin like this. I'd be very careful about a market like this. But, you know, allocate for 0.05% of your portfolio at the bottom, and if this thing just, you know, shits the bed, walk away from it. Just make your quad X down here and walk away from that quad X. It's 0.005 BTC that you can just sort of shrug. Don't use your whole if you've got a tiny portfolio, don't get into a coin like this. Get into something that makes more sense. What was the one that XVG BTC? This one was paying out for me because I managed to buy this stupid dip right here. You see where my position is. I managed to buy this stupid dip right here off of this high and pull it off out of there. That was beautiful. Cloak has been paying out all day. Because again, you see where my position is. And then I was in this high, and I was in this high on one position, bought the 4x down here, and now I'm profitable all the way up to here. I'm keeping trophies. So many coins were profitable today if you were scheduling correctly, and today was mostly a downward market. And these are the markets where everybody's going, oh, it's a downward market, it's a downward market. It's only a downward market if you didn't schedule for a downward market, guys. And, you know, when you get these nice red across the board with not a whole lot of greens, and somebody's making money and you're not, you're doing it wrong. Come on. This was such an obvious opportunity. Look at where this came from. Look at the historical on that. is this thing got tested here, it got bounced off of here, came up to here, look at this here, it got turned around here, it got turned around here. Do you think I knew it was going to turn around there? No, but I had a really good guess. And then when it bounced right through, do you think I panicked and sold my position? No, because I was scheduled for here and here next. And then it turned around on me and gave me so much profit. What kind of profit did it give me? I think my position was, right about here or something. What kind of profit did it give me on the top of that wick? 30% profit. This is a 30% profit. I don't even, if we were talking about stocks, if we were talking about Forex, if we were talking about any other market, we'd be talking about 1/4%, maybe 0.5%. You'd be celebrating all day long if this were a 1 or a 2% opportunity that you were recognizing for yourself. You can take itty bitty amounts of cash, make them into 30% opportunities, and then just do this over and over and over again. Just plan your trade, and then trade that plan all the way down to the bottom of the market and create those opportunities for yourself all the way to the top. Make sure that you are planning for zero, though. Make sure that you are planning all the way down to the market, bottom of the market, and that you are not deviating from that plan. It's when you remain disciplined to your plan for profitability that you ensure your profitability long term. Don't take risks, don't take gambles. Plan your trade and trade your plan. And that is the way of the trader. Thank you very much, everyone.